Hey everyone! Columbina is finally getting closer to release, and the hype is real. She's been one of the most talked about characters since we first saw her in the Nod-Krai trailer, and now we're getting tons of leaks about her kit, her release date, and what role she'll play in the game. In today's video, we're breaking down everything we know about Columbina right now, from when she's coming out to how her abilities work. Save up to 25% on Genesis crystals at lootbar.gg. To celebrate Genshin's anniversary, you can grab the all-in-one pack and the 6,480 Genesis crystals pack, normally $100 in-game, for just $72 on Loot Bar. That's 81 pulls, almost guaranteeing you a 5-star for your account while saving you $28. The process is super simple. Just enter your UID, select your server, and receive your crystals in under a minute. No password needed. Loot Bar uses official recharge channels, has hundreds of 5-star reviews, and partnerships with several big content creators that you probably know, so everything is completely safe. Loot Bar supports PlayStation 5 and Xbox top-ups. Also, don't forget that the double bonus for your first purchase on each pack has been reset. Click the link in the description to claim your extra discount. New users get an extra 10% discount, while returning users get 5%. If you're looking for something specific about Columbina, there are timestamps in the description, so feel free to use them. First, let's talk about who she is. Columbina, also called Damselette in the Fatui, is the Third Harbinger, but she left the Fatui and is now hiding in Silvermoon Hall on Hisi Island in Nod-Krai. There, she's known as Kutar, the Moon Maiden and Goddess of the Frost Moon. The Fatui took this so seriously that they made the Palistar Edict to bring her back at any cost, which shows how important she is. She's a big deal in Nod-Krai, almost as powerful as an Archon, and people even worship her. Now, when is she coming? This is pretty much confirmed. Columbina should come out in version 6.3, starting on January 14th. That means we have about 78 days from now to save primogems. She'll be in Phase 1 of that update, probably with a Liyue character rerun, because patch 6.3 happens during Lantern Rite, Genshin's biggest event of the year. About her element and weapon, after months of mixed leaks between Sword, Polearms, and Catalyst, it's now basically confirmed. She's a 5-star Hydro Catalyst user. This comes from game files with avatar IDs and character model info, plus recent leaks from reliable sources. People thought she might use a sword because of a moon weapon in Nod-Krai quests, but that was wrong, so yes. Hydro Catalyst is what we have. Now that we covered the basics, let's talk about her kit, which is Archon level as expected. If you're pulling for Nod-Krai characters, I hope you're saving primogems for Columbina. But heads up, I need to warn you. Everything from here on is early leaks, and if you've played Genshin for a while, you know early leaks are often only partly right. The info here isn't fake, but it's incomplete, and we'll only know the full details when the 6.3 beta starts. Just remember Natlan, where we had Mavuika leaks in 5.0, and most turned out true. Anyway, let's start with Columbina's buffs. We don't know if these come from talents, skill, or her burst yet. The leaks are still vague. What we know is that at C0, she's a support built around the new Lunar Reaction system. Her buffs are crazy good. 50% more Lunar Reaction damage for the whole team, a 50% attack boost, and she prevents interruptions when using Hydro, Electro, Dendro, or Anemo characters. These numbers are really strong for support. If you use Furina and wonder how Columbina compares, they're different. Furina gives damage buffs that work with everything, but she doesn't work well with Nod-Krai characters because her buffs don't help Lunar Reactions. Columbina focuses only on making Lunar Reactions stronger, so she's perfect for Nod-Krai teams, but might not work as well with your older characters. Looks like Hoyo is making a new Furina for future characters. Columbina's elemental skill will give constant Hydro application off-field, which makes sense since all Lunar Reactions need Hydro. Some leaks say she throws rings where she tosses moon-shaped Hydro rings at enemies, which fits her look and story. For her elemental burst, we have less info. All we know is she'll do massive area Hydro damage with something like Nahida's burst, and rumors say this skill works differently when you don't have Nod-Krai teammates. Now, about Lunar Reactions, this is important because people are confused. Columbina does not work with all Lunar Reactions. She can't trigger Lunar Freeze or Lunar Vaporize, which surprised many people. What we know is there will only be Lunar Charged with Ineffa and Flynn's, Lunar Bloom with Lauma and Nefer, and Lunar Crystallize with Sandrone. Only these 3 Lunar Reactions work with Columbina. Honestly, I don't know if this leak is right because it seems like too few reactions for all the things Hydro can do. But since Nicole and Alice are coming later and they happen to be the elements that don't have lunar reactions with Hydro, maybe they'll bring the missing reactions. Either as lunar reactions or something new. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, Columbina at C0 is mostly support. Her main DPS power is locked behind C2. At C0, she's pure support and sub-DPS. At C2, her DPS mode turns on, and her damage gets better based on how many Nod-Krai characters are in your team. Unfortunately, this is pretty normal in Genshin. Look, I get it if you wanted Columbina as a main DPS and you're disappointed. We know that since Raiden came out, Archons in their base version are supports, or sub-DPS, and their real on-field DPS version needs Constellations. Columbina won't be different, especially since she's so popular. If you're free-to-play or light spender, her C0 support role still looks really strong and worth pulling for if you're building teams around Lunar Reactions. Well, that's everything we know about Columbina's kit until today. Now let's talk about other cool details. There's talk about movement abilities that sound amazing if they're true. Leaks say she might walk on water like Mona and Ayaka's special sprint. There's also talk about flying or floating using lunar gravity, basically a moon-shaped water platform under her feet. Nothing's confirmed yet, but if she has special movement, that's great. And look, recently when version 6.2 beta started, interesting info leaked. Before her official banner in 6.3, Columbina might show up as a playable character for a short time in the version 6.2 Archon Quest in December. This is the same thing Hoyoverse did with Mavuika, where you could test her in the story before release. According to leaks, you'll control Columbina with a limited kit during the story. You can use her ring-throwing ability that applies Hydro and basic movement, but no full elemental skill or burst. It's basically a quick preview instead of the full thing, but honestly, that's enough to get a feel for her official kit. Well, that's everything we know about Columbina based on the newest leaks. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to pull, skip, or whatever else you're thinking, and what teams you want to use with her. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.